Hey there, it's Art by C, and today I'm doing the 3 marker challenge, and this is a collaboration with an awesome YouTuber named Anastasia Rath. I'll try to have her channel up here if I can figure out how to do that, or it'll be in the description, so check there. She makes all kinds of videos, a lot of inking, she had a whole Inktober series, but her videos are super fun to watch, and she has that relaxing voice that's really fun to watch too, and she offers great art advice. So definitely go check out her channel and check out what she did with the 3 marker challenge. The reason it's a collaboration is because we're staying in the theme of classical horror movies. So yeah, go see what she did with that theme, but also stay tuned and watch mine. So now I'm just gonna pick the markers. So I just chose to do the video this way so that you guys could actually see me picking the markers. If you're not familiar with the 3 marker challenge, it's basically I pick 3 different markers. I have to make a whole piece based off that, plus you're able to use ink to do lines and then a white uniball or something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick 3 markers. I'm telling you right now, if I get it's warm gray something, I'm not gonna use that just because I know it's completely out of ink and I didn't take the time to take it out. Also, if I get the colorless blender or black, I'm not going to use those. I'm going to redraw. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to shuffle around. I think I have 42 markers, so you guys know I'm not looking. I'll just pick 3 at the same time. Okay. Alright. So I drew Cardinal, R59, which is this pretty deep red, which I'm happy about because then I can do blood. I drew Pink Flamingo EO1, which a skin color, and I drew E79 Cashew, which is a really dark brown, so hopefully that'll be alright. But yeah, we're gonna see what I can do with these 3 colors. So I'm gonna sketch and then I'm going to get on with the coloring, so that will be face down there, but yeah. Hey, so first I swatched my colors and I kind of just brainstormed, and those colors made me think of a werewolf just because of the brown and then the skin color and then some blood, so I thought maybe I could do an intertwinement of a human, with a werewolf. Then I started to sketch and I realized that I have no clue of how to draw werewolves, so I just Google imaged werewolf. And obviously this is artwork of other people, and I was just kind of copying it just for my own personal gaining of werewolf knowledge. But these are just some of the sketches that I kind of copied just to get a better understanding of werewolves. I made some different observations and wrote some notes. They have a tendency to be hunchback, and I think the ones with white eyes look really cool, and also when they snarl, I think that's the right word. I like how that looks. So now I'm just kind of brainstorming some ideas for sketches, and then I will start sketching, and then I will start the final project. So I just wanted to show you guys the process. So yeah. So at this point I sketched out this sketch without really any reference. So I think I've got a pretty good idea of werewolf anatomy, I suppose. So now I'm just gonna do kind of a more finalized sketch of my general idea. It's not quite like this, just because before I go on to nice paper, I really want to have a clear understanding of what I'm doing. Some people just go straight for it. I'm not like that. I plan it out a crap ton just because I really like to know exactly what I'm doing and if I'm capable of it, that sort of thing. So again, another sketch, and then hopefully I'll be moving on to my final piece after this sketch. So this is the final sketch before the actual drawing. I didn't bother to draw the other hand because I knew what I was doing with that. So yeah, now I'm just going to copy this onto some bigger paper and begin the challenge. Hey there, so first off, the paper I'm using is from Blick Dick, Smooth Bristle, and it's 9x12 and 100 pounds, which I might end up cutting this down just because of the sketch I have in mind. I'm using the 3 markers that I stated plus the colorless blender. And then you're also allowed to use like black ink and then white highlighter, so depending on which one decides to work, either the Uniposca or the Uniball. And then for sketching, just the basics, pencil, eraser, sharpener. So I'm gonna sketch it out and then I'm gonna get started. Hey, so I don't want to narrate too much, but I thought some was kind of required. So basically I'm just figuring out a rectangle that'll work for this drawing. I'm really indecisive about that, so it's usually good to like do that right away. And then now I'm just trying to draw as light as possible. I had some struggles like the teeth. You can kind of see I completely erased them and redrew them. Just little things like that. But overall I was happy with how the sketch turned out. A first like initial sketch is really important that you get all the features correct because you won't really be able to correct them later. So it had kind of been a while since I last worked with Copics, so it took like a little bit of getting used to, but I fell back into it like pretty quickly, I'd say. I was a little nervous about how I was going to shade the whole thing brown, but then I, figured out I could just use layers and stuff, so I think the fur texture and everything kind of turned out a lot better than I expected. I was pretty happy with it. So because my hands started like smudging all over the place, I just put some painter's tape around the edges. That just helped from smudges, and it also like made a cleaner edge. The edge you'll see at the end actually ended up looking a little like fuzzy, but I think it was a nice effect for this piece, so it kind of worked to my advantage actually. But it's a great tip with really any artwork you're doing. Just tape around the sides and the edges will look really clean and nice once you peel them up. Plus it's super satisfying to peel up. Here again I'm redrawing the hands because they weren't as big as I wanted. I actually ended up wanting them a little bigger, but it didn't really bother me that much.
Let's go!
So for the background, since I didn't have much space to work with, I liked the idea of like a red sky. It just kind of like hints at some kind of evil or something. I like the transitioning of the black to the deep red to the lighter red. Then I'm just outlining the sides, and I added some like scribbles at the top just for like a little fun flair. And now I'm going in with the white highlights. I did go over some of the white highlights because I didn't like where I placed them, but you can't really tell. So yeah, so little white highlights really make a piece, I would say. Now this is the super satisfying part I was talking about, peeling off the tape. It's really fun to watch, so I put it in real time so you can watch it. So overall, I was pretty happy with how this piece turned out. I don't normally obviously draw werewolves, so I think it turned out good for not being super comfortable with the subject matter. Definitely go check out Anastasia Rath's side of it. I'm interested as well to see what she did with it. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!